What's up, guys? Today we are catching up with one of our favorite It Girls.
Oh, I like that.
It is Kristia Franklin. Thank you so much for catching up with us today.
No problem, it's a pleasure.
So, Kristia, Tia, the mixed repeat offender, right? Everything. It's like you are a stylist, TiaTheClothesGirl, MyRepeatOffender, now boutique hotel owner.
Whew, what a title.
We're gonna talk about Kristia.
What? Say it again, one more time.
Kristia Franklin. Oh my gosh, your journey has been so incredible.
Thank you.
How was it being a stylist?
Oh, I really believe that's probably one of my favorite versions of myself thus far. I love styling, I love fashion, and it's special to me because naturally I can kind of be very quiet or very shy. I've broken out a bit now, but originally that's who I was I have a big personality. So that is how I expressed myself. Yeah. And then I realized that more persons had the same issue where they have this big personality, they have so much to them, but they naturally feel shy. Yeah. And they want that place to express themselves. So styling persons is where I was able to help people on that journey to be yourself, be more comfortable through clothes, and show people who you are through your personal style. Right. So yeah, I love that part of me.
And then you transition into TiaTheClothesGirl.
Yes, into selling clothes.
How was that? How was it selling clothes, like the business of it, running it?
So surprisingly, I love sales. Like I was telling somebody
the money.
Yeah, but I just love to sell as well. Like I love to challenge myself in that way. I love to make money, of course, but yeah, I like sales. I like convincing somebody to do something. So selling clothes is actually what turned me to styling people, because persons were like, I don't know what to wear that with. How do I wear that sometime? And then that's when I found that side of myself. So it actually started with sales, and then I went into styling. But I don't want to speak about it in the past tense because I do plan. I do plan to sell again. So it's just a little pause right now while I discover other aspects of myself, other things I'm good at, explore other passions.
And I think one of your
forever, the clothes girl.
Forever. Period. Forever, that girl.
Yeah, forever. By the way, this tastes really good. We could put something like on.
Right, it does.
And I'm not a coffee girl, you know? I'm so
we got Ash money, Yoko. She was like,
okay.
So now we're gonna play this or that.
I don't like pressure, you know. Is there like a time, like after
no pressure. Colors or neutrals?
Okay. Look at me. Like, what kind of question? Right? Colors. All the time. Colors.
Pop and pink.
Colors. All of that.
Heels or flats?
Heels. Oh, this is easy.
Yeah, exactly.
This is easy. I'm a heels girl all the time. I do not care if I'm 6 foot. The weather is nicer up
there.
Okay?
And I'm trying. I'm learning.
Heels all the time.
Short hair or long hair?
Ooh, so I look really good with my short hair. But
I love your
some
pixie. I love your
inches, like you have to be able to do this, and you can't do that with the short hair. You know what I'm saying? So both. I know you never asked me for both, but both.
This and that.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, accessory, a bag or jewelry? You get to choose bag or jewelry. Ooh, hey, I caught it.
That is okay, I'm going to force.
Bag here.
I'm gonna force and say jewelry. Why? Because earrings are so important. And I know this. True. Yeah, I know this because my mom used to carry a little girl to school with me, and every single day I see her, no big deal, no big deal. Yeah. And one day she had earrings, and I kept saying like, what's different? Like, you look so nice. My mother's like, I tell you, you can wear earring them at the time. And after that, an earring has always been in my hair. Because my mom used to force
to wear earrings. That was my grandmother.
I always used to be like, Chuck, no big deal. It's high school, no big deal. But when I saw the difference, it makes just a little. So I'm gonna say earring, jewelry, just because you need to always have your earrings. But low key, like, like guys, another fashion tip is make your shoes match your bag.
Oh, I love that tip. We're gonna tip.
That
make your shoes match your belt. Oh my God, no, yes, that's true, that's
that
true.
dresses
It was
up your
clean,
outfit
yes.
instantly. You can have on jeans on the top, but then you have a pink bag and a pink shoes, and it's
like, oh,
it's levels. So that's a cheap.
Levels to this.
Kind of both, but I have to choose jewelry because you have to wear earrings.
Okay, long nails or short nails?
Long. Not super long, but like
manageable.
Manageable.
Yeah, I'm gonna have on the nails today because we're taking a break, but it's okay.
That's
the dog is still
fine.
the dog.
Like the short nails just give me high school. I'm sorry, I've graduated.
I'm sorry.
I just a little lens. Like I'm not cramming it. You see this? This is good. Just like that.
And it's pink. Okay, boyfriend jeans or skinny jeans?
Boyfriend jeans. But if you have the hip then, fling it into some skinny jeans. Girl.
True.
Yes.
Okay, so I think the secret weapon that you have is definitely that you have an eye. I mean, the look, her look. No, seriously, like aesthetic is like such a big thing for you. Content creating,
for sure.
styling, and then having an eye with other people. Like just like you said with sales.
Yes.
So having an eye with your boutique, hotel.
Ooh, yeah.
Why starting a hotel?
So before this, we started 2 Airbnbs, and that's when I realized that, okay, I'm kind of good at this. Like, I'm kind of good at so it's funny because me and my mom work together, and my mom, even though you'd think because I can dress well, I can probably decorate a space well.
Of course.
I kind of get a little flustered in what direction to go. So my mom excels in like home decor, but I excel in like details. So I do better, like say for instance, or Airbnb, like the shape of it, everything was mostly my idea. So I'm good with like structural design.
Yeah.
So we started the 2 Airbnbs. That was really good. COVID came, then I started to do a lot of Jamaica traveling, so going to boutique hotels and everything, and then that was very inspiring because on both ends, because for one, I realized a lot of boutique hotels were owned by foreigners.
Ooh,
so that was like...
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and not just the boutique ones, but even the massive ones. You know, there's Spanish chains, everything like that. And so that ignites me to be like, I want to own this. So a big part of me is brand Jamaica. So a lot of people don't know that, like, I am the big, like, I wear Jamaica from my chest. Like, I'm big on the brand Jamaica. So I feel like owning a piece of Jamaica is a very, I can't stress it, very big deal to me. So yeah, that's what brought me to that point. I wanted to own a piece of Jamaica that persons can come and enjoy Jamaica, and I can rep brand Jamaica and show people brand Jamaica at my little boutique hotel. It's a family-owned business.
Yeah, I love that. I love that representation. I love
my
drive.
country. Oh gosh, I feel like everybody. It's
and
a
we
flex
love you.
to be Jamaican. Okay? It's a flex to be Jamaican. I flex with that. Like, I am Jamaican. It's a big flex for me. So owning a piece of Jamaica is a big deal for me. And I dream bigger than that. Like, I want to own land in every single parish, and that's a big deal for me.
Period. As you will.
Yeah. So some of the persons who want to like own land overseas, I'm like, I'm starting here. I want land in every parish, and then after that, I can own somewhere else because I believe that Jamaica is paradise. Like, it's top notch. Right?
It is, yes.
Like everywhere, and I've seen other places. Like I've been to Bali, I've been to Singapore, beautiful places, but nothing like nothing like Jamaican people, nothing like. I just think Jamaica is so beautiful. Yeah. So I definitely want to own
a piece of your country.
More than one. Like I want to own pieces.
And I think that's great to inspire other women as well, to make sure that you own. Yes, that's very important. Own, build, develop.
Yeah, brand Jamaica all the time.
Always. So you are one of our favorite it girls.
Wow.
Of course.
But
we have to put it out there.
I'm
speaking for myself, but I'm speaking for everybody. Everybody.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
Okay, so what does it mean to be an it girl? Or like, what
when
are
you call me it girl?
because she knows she is. Because she knows she is.
Listen, miss. When you call me that.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So, top 5. Could you give us like a crash course on being an it girl? No, sir, girl. No matter shy.
Okay.
Top 5 to what I for know because me want to.
Okay, all right. Let me think about it real quick. Putting your best foot forward, I believe that's very important, and I strive to do that and be the best version of myself. I'll tell people all the time I work on me.
Oh, like, yes.
I even threaded it yesterday because I'm a threader. So I threaded it that when persons say, I just want to say it literally like irks me. Because if it's a negative thing, why not fix it? Like, why should we just accept? I'm always late, I just want to say no.
No.
I'm not accepting that.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to work on myself and be the best version of myself. So I believe that if you want to be an it girl, you know, continue to work. You have to be the best version of yourself.
Yes.
What else? Take care of yourself. Like, I'm very on that as well, and it means taking care of your skin, taking care of your brain, taking care of all aspects of yourself. So investing in yourself.
Well, that's very important.
Yeah, and smell good. When I came here and tell me I smell good, so you know I like her forever.
She does.
But yeah, that's a part of also taking care of yourself and representing yourself well, being confident. That's a part of this as well, being an it girl.
Yeah.
And I don't know, fashion wise, I'll have like a few little tips. Ladies, also your clothes. That's very important. Making sure that your clothes fit you. Making sure that the tag don't show. I cut out all my tags. Just things to do with like your presentation. Present yourself very well. And be smart, be educated. Do not walk into a room and don't know what's going on. Like, always educate yourself. Education is key, and that's where you get confidence from. Nothing irks me more than somebody who's so confident and clueless.
That. Yeah.
Do not be confident and clueless. Be very aware, educate yourself, and do not be ashamed to say, what does that mean? I'm the first person to say, listen, I do not know big words.
Right?
So if you use a big word on me, I'm not going to pretend like I know what does that word mean, Justine? Okay, and then we can carry on the conversation. I'm not going to just pretend like, yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Don't fake it.
No, and then because what's going to happen is going to be obvious because you're going to say something else or my answer to it is completely different from what you said.
Don't want to look stupid.
And then thank you. I rather seek information. What does that mean? And then we can continue the conversation. So, yeah, that's what I'd say. And self-control, ladies. I can't not say that as an Andrews girl. You have to have self-control. That's how you become. That's an it girl thing.
Yes.
Just, carry yourself well. Have self-control, emotional control as well. And that requires work.
Right. Oh my God, no, she killed the crash course of being an it girl on spot. You were prepared. She was somehow, you knew what was coming.
Okay, great. I'm glad I did well.
Okay, so being the business owner that you are, monetization is important, of course. How do you make money from social media, and how can others make money from social media?
It just kind of stumbled upon me, to be very honest. COVID happened, and I had a team before, just like your lovely team right here. So for TiaTheClothesGirl, I definitely had a team. I had a photographer, I had a videographer, I had my whole shebang. And then COVID came, and we can't really be around each other anymore. The money isn't flowing like before as well. So I had to then learn how to do the content creation. So luckily enough, as I said, everywhere I go, I try and learn. So I had viewed how they did things. So there was that previous knowledge. And also there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's so many ways of like learning things. Even by just watching a cool transition video, I'm like, yo, how should I do that? And I remember in COVID laying down in my bed for hours trying to figure out which apps to use, if this app can do that and whatever. So I started to create the videos, and then that's when persons started to come like, oh, how much would you charge for this? How much would you charge for that? And I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then I seeked management. So my manager is Cassandra Henry, because she deals better with negotiations. Unfortunately, sometimes as content creators, we don't know our value. And I would be like, okay, I can do that for like X money, and I could have gotten way more money, you know? So that's why I definitely seeked management for that, because I just don't know my worth in that field. Like clothes-wise, I could have known it, and I could have priced my clothing. I can price my Airbnb, but for whatever reason,
it is hard to just
to do that.
Yeah.
Especially because I always want to give people a deal. Like, I always don't want to kill nobody, because I've been there. You know, I've been the person that has paid somebody to do social media. So I always don't want to kill nobody with no price or anything like that. So I seek management. But it's funny how we now live in this world that you can be yourself and get money. I feel like once upon a time, it was only Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian.
No, that's
so now we live in a world where you can be yourself, and a brand likes that. Yes, I would just say be yourself. If you're into that kind of thing, if you're into social media, be active on it. Don't force anything. So if it doesn't come naturally, don't do it. Like I was telling someone the other day, like if content doesn't come naturally, no, it's so hard for me to curate content. So just be yourself, I would say, and brands will come and just seek advice before just telling them a price. Like, do your research, find out how much you're worth, and then
know your worth.
Know your worth. And if they don't want to pay it, they'll come somebody who wants to pay it, because they'll have a brand that you're the person I want for this. So whatever you say, I'm gonna work with it because you're the face I want for it. So yeah, that's how you monetize it, you know?
Yeah. I love that. No, seriously. And it's really hard, like, because there's so many people, it's kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my advice to anybody. And as you said, it can be intimidating, but you'd be surprised. Like, I've had so many brands reach out and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. You want to work with me, you know? And it would just be being myself. At no point did I say, I want to be an influencer. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. No.
Yes.
But
you manifested.
Yeah, it manifested itself. And I focused on what I loved. So from UTech days, I would shoot my outfits every single day. So from UTech, I went to the photography club. I found a photographer, which is Anna now. Big photographer.
Big up Anna.
Big up Anna.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, Anna, I want to take my pictures every day for my outfits, which was for Instagram. It wasn't like, I was an influencer. This is how you become an influencer. No, I just wanted to document my outfits. Right. Like, I want, and I love doing that. Now I look back and I'm like, girl, you had it from the get-go. Like, I would wear that right now. Yeah. So I just wanted to document my outfits, and then it just turns out that ended up being very good because I was creating a brand and I didn't know that's what I was doing. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying just naturally be yourself.
Look at the power of manifestation.
Yeah, just naturally be yourself. You can have a plan, but just don't force a personality onto people because your real personality will come out. And then they're going to know there's a difference. I
had to learn that the hard way. Like, don't try to sell yourself short or cheap, or just stay true to who you are.
Just stay true to who you are. Because, as I said, naturally, I'm not a big chatterbox or whatever. So I thought that I wouldn't be happy. Like, some people wouldn't like me. They'd find me boring or whatever. But I never, ever tried to be this very social girl.
You're just you.
I'm just myself. And people will find you, and they'll appreciate that, and they'll love that about you. So that's that.
Okay, so speaking about social media, we have a quick Q&A on social media.
Okay.
Is social media toxic?
I believe that it can be. It depends on how much of it you consume and what you consume on social media. But I don't think we should turn it into a toxic place. Like, my social media is not toxic. I don't know about yours, but mine is a safe place.
It's all good.
Yes.
All
So
good over here.
my social media is not toxic.
Yes, and it shouldn't be. And if you find something that feels toxic, block or just
mute them. Like,
it's yours.
I don't want to consume anything toxic. So mine is good. Mine is a safe place. It grows me. It manifests me. I love my social media. The accounts I follow, what I do on it. Like, I like social media for that purpose.
Is social media real?
My social media is real. I feel like it's you. Like, you
my
are
social media don't feel real. What do I need to do?
Yeah, no. So I just try and be as authentic on my social media. Like, you guys will see me dress up today, and then tomorrow you'll see me with my head wrap, and I'm in St. Mary, and it's a whole different person. So my social media is very real. What I can, and from seeing my social media be real and seeing my life, I can realize why persons can say it's fake. Because I'll be in a case where today I look damn good and I had a damn good day, and then tomorrow my car broke down. So it's like, am I really representing the self? Because yesterday I looked like a girl where her car could have never broke down.
Never.
So because I know that, it's like, I don't think it's fake, because persons don't necessarily need to highlight that them car broke down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the last thing on my mind.
That's
to be doing a story of my car broke down. Like, I will be something like Jano, but you know, so I just know that life comes with its ups and its downs, and most times we grab out our phone to record the ups. So with that information, I don't need it to show me downs. Like, I know they exist. So in my brain, I don't need to see all of that. So I know it's real because you're showing your happy moments. That's what it's for. Like, Instagram is to show your happy moments. It's not to show me crying, like, you know. So
that's true. Or spreading the drama. Don't spread the drama.
For me, it's real. But I can understand why somebody be like, social media is not real. It's because you're not seeing the hard times. But then some content creators do speak about it. Like, if you read a caption, they'll tell you, like, yo, this week was hard for me. That kind of thing. So in my opinion, it's real.
And still keep it real.
Yeah, I think it's real. It's not fake. For me.
Okay.
I speak for myself.
TikTok or Instagram?
I like both. And I feel like, no, it's easier. I've picked up on what my different audiences want. So I realized that TikTok only wants all Spanish for it, and that's okay. That is all they're interested in. I could have posted.
How do you pick that up?
Because of you watching what they like, you watching what they engage with, that kind of thing. But they're gonna get the fashion, because it's a part of me. So they're gonna get it. But I've noticed that that's where they're more interested in, Old Spanish for it. And then my Instagram now, it was very curated before, but now it's just whatever I fling on it, and it's not gonna take it. And
keeping it real.
So keeping it real. So the Instagram likes a mixture of both. So I can't really choose between the two. I like the two of them because it's two different audiences.
For different reasons.
For different reasons as well.
Okay.
But I do like the two apps because they're visual apps, and I'm a visuals kind of girl.
Yes. Okay. Twitter versus Thread.
Oh, gosh. Thread. I'm a threader.
She's
and then
a
it just
threader.
works out, thread with clothes. That just makes more sense for me.
Yeah. No, oh my God, that's true. I didn't think about that.
It's basically the same platform, but for whatever reason,
Yeah.
I
I'm
just
a
work
threader
better
too.
with Thread. Like, I just find I've had bad experiences with Twitter. So whenever I open the app and go over there, it's just always so much drama and bullying. And I've always heard it's bad timing for me, which I can understand. It can be a happy place. I know it's some people's favorite app. But whenever I go on it, which is not often, is always some like, oh God, let me hurry up and come off. That's unfortunate because now I have Thread and it just seems like a lighter, happier place for me. Like I like it over there.
Sorry, Twitter. I mean, Thread is new, so we hope that it stays.
Because it can, it can come into that because they're basically like the same kind of thing.
People on it.
But for right now, I like Thread.
Okay. Yeah. So now, what are the challenges with social media that you faced and some lessons that you've learned?
It's kind of what we were speaking about earlier. Social media is so fast. And it's just, it's like you can get a headache, constantly consuming so much information all the time. So it's just a little bit too fast for me. So sometimes that's why I actually love where I work now, which is Old Spanish for it. It has no signal. It's a blessing.
Really?
And I'm kind of scared because we're getting Starlink, so that means I'm gonna have Wi-Fi soon. And I'm kind of scared of getting back into that routine. But being in St. Mary because I don't have no signal there, it's like sometimes now when I'm in Kingston, there's the hours where I don't know where my phone is. And I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. So I'm very happy that I went through that period. So now I use it a little bit less because it can be too much. I can understand that. So sometimes I just put it down. And I wouldn't have done that without being forced to. And having no signal in St. Mary kind of forced that. So it limited my social media hours to, because I start work at like 5:30 a.m.
Girl.
So clearly we're not using it before that. And then at 7 onwards, then I'll use it a little bit. But my community
still not awake yet.
My community is also very fun and very chill. So even sometimes when I do have Wi-Fi, I just don't even pay any attention to it. So it kind of became a place where I just post and come off. Mm-hmm. So I would just advise don't consume too much of it. It will lead to a whole heap of different things. Like I've heard some people say that it leads to them comparing themselves. I've never been that type of person.
That's true. That is true.
I've always stayed in my own lane. I don't really compare myself. Big up Terion for raising me that way because I'm sure it's all how I was raised. But so it can, and that's when it can become toxic. I think when you consume it too much. So I would just advise you to just spend some time away.
So the It Girl takes a break too?
Oh, for sure.
So Tia, what made you want to document your experience of building Old Spanish words, and what are the reactions that you've gotten from it?
Okay, so I wanted to document it because I'm very sentimental. So I love old pictures of my family and stuff like that. So I really wanted to document it for the future generation because I do believe that we're building generational wealth, which is a big thing for me. Yes. I've given myself a little for that. So I really wanted to document the process just so that persons in our future, like my children, my grandchildren, they can see the work and the effort that went into it so that they can appreciate it more. So that's why I started documenting it. And documenting it has turned out to be such a blessing. Like that's my biggest page. May I work on TiaTheClothesGirl and them something for years,
You've been working.
And this page is like probably a little bit over a year and it's almost at 50K. I'm like, wow.
I get emotional.
I didn't see that happening, but that page is just therapeutic for me. There's so much encouragement. Like it makes me wonder, like, do I have haters? Like I can't have them because they don't exist. Like like people are like, oh, I can't stand posting things on Instagram because people just. I've only received positive feedback. They keep me motivated. They keep me going. Like there's some rough days, and you just go on that and you just stroll and you're like, wow, I have to keep up. Like, I have to keep doing this. There are people who...
It's very inspirational.
Yeah, and they always have good energy over there. So I love that page. That page is my motivation.
It's our motivation.
It's my therapy. Like, I love that page. So the feedback we have been getting is absolutely amazing. Like, my mom joked, like, I gave her the page.
And I love that it's you and your mom, especially.
I gave her the page so that she can see the comments as well and she can feel encouraged from it as well. And she loves it. Like, she's always on it.
I'm getting emotional. Seriously. It's so inspiring.
Thank you. So, yeah. Great feedback.
And so what are some tips or what advice would you give young girls that are aspiring to be like you, to like have their own businesses, to like have generational wealth, work with their moms, or just build things from the ground up?
I would say support is extremely important. You can't do it on your own. And that, as you said, my mom.
Yeah.
So, like, find somebody to support. It can be your mom, it can be your dad, it can be a cousin, it can be your sibling, your friend, whoever it is. Like, you can't do it all alone. So, I'll just say dream big. Like, and don't ever be afraid of your dreams because God is hearing them.
Amen.
And God, boy, I'm gonna put in some work.
Right? No, seriously.
Honestly, and sometimes I've always told people, like, just put in the work. Just put in the work. Just put in the work. You don't have to. I believe that God helps those who help themselves.
Yes.
And I will speak about this all the time. It was a course at UTech. We promise you I was supposed to fail. I promise you. But I just said, yo, I'm going to put in the work. And I was so surprised I passed. And the girl that smarter than me failing, and I said to her one day, said God give me a grade.
Jesus.
She was not pleased about it. I said it like kind of jokingly, but she did not laugh. But it was literally how I felt because I'm like, there's no way I should have passed. But I was like, Kristia, you're going to try your hardest. I went to a teacher's house like late the night before. And that's me. Like, I'm going to try really hard. And I feel like I've always been rewarded for my efforts. So just put in the work, like tirelessly put in the work, and just don't give up. Don't get comfortable. Do not stay in your comfort zone. And that's something I learned from a very young age without even knowing about comfort zone. You know how we speak about it now, but I'll tell people all the time, like when I realized I was a shy person and I realized that, okay, you want to be an entrepreneur and shy doesn't work with that. In high school, I went around and I would introduce myself to people all the time. Like, hi, my name is Kristia Franklin, what's your name? And that's very weird. Imagine a weird girl in high school that's
like going up to people.
But I didn't care about you because I'm going to exercise to try and step out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So I would say that as well, like step out of your comfort zone. Do not be afraid of what you want and just go after it tirelessly. Like, try and figure out what the steps are. Because a lot of people dream big. Yeah. And like, okay, I want to own land in every parish. Yeah, but how do you start? Like, some people just dream, and I'm like, you realize that this big dream requires smaller dreams that you have to actually work at?
Yes.
Like, you actually have to put in work. You have to start small. You have to start with one parish before you get to all the parishes.
Exactly.
So just be strategic about it as well. But you can do it, girl.
You can do it, girl.
You can do it, girl. That's it. You can do it.
I love that. Thank you.
Right?
So now the emotional part is over. From our It Girl, thank you so much again, Kristia Franklin.
I enjoyed it. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe, like, and comment what do you guys want us to talk about next. Who do you guys want us to talk to next? And remember, adversity is an opportunity.